Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 4 with Black Ice. Okay, one thing that a few videos ago now, but someone posted a question about the errors down here, and it had like 300 plus errors or something at the time. Well, this is Error Dog. If you start Hearts of Iron 4 with the, and you can go into the, with when you set up either the hot link on your icon on the your computer screen, or if you're going through Steam and have the settings, you can set it up to have start that space dash space debug. Maybe the second space is in there, but you can look at maybe just dash debug, or is it tilde debug, whatever. There's instructions on how to do that. Sorry, I'm messing that up because I've done that so much. And it will have the error dog here while you play, and it will bark at you when it identifies errors. Now, one thing it does is when it loads, it checks all the old save games. And so if I have a save game with either a pre Together for Victory version, or a save game from a non-Black Ice game, or whatever, when there was a bunch of those, it'll come up with a bunch of errors. And so I've copied all those old games into another directory, so it only has one error, and there's sort of one error when starting Black Ice that is a trivial nothing of a thing. So that's why you see this here. Now, a warning, this does slow up your game performance. And so you can sort of see, and when I test and make the videos, I'm running software that records it, which takes processing power, having this. So I'm sort of pushing the performance envelope and doing okay with Hearts of Iron 4 with my system. But that's just what the error dog is, and you can have him too if you want. Okay, the Stuka. That got through quick. Okay, so now we're going to change our production aircraft, I think. Let's do that. These guys, I really don't need any more of those. And we have the possibility, but we're not going to do that at the moment, so put it down. Yeah, let's bring in a little bit more oil. And let's do it from. Okay, that means we've built a bunch more of our ships. Let's get to Sean Horst. Treaty with the USSR. Good. Even before Hitler came to power, that's very tempting. 70 days. The Soviet Union was a pariah nation. So, and Germany had helped create the Soviet Union by sending Lenin back to. So like this, 70 days to get a 25% bonus on the Focke-Wulf 200, which is the long-range Condor aircraft. That seems just a bit long compared to some of these other things. Okay, we need requires rocketry. Let's I want to get this additional research slot, so let's go there. Now, I'll increase that. Now that this war's heated up, I want to improve our relations. I want to make sure that Japan is doing well against China. Not getting overrun. Now, this is mostly from what I've seen in regular games. Very useful or not. Yeah, let's send some of this. Just send support equipment. So, I think we'll send that to Manchukuo, and to Manchukuo. Oh, one thing on the map here I noticed. Manchukuo doesn't have a port. We've taken the Manchukuo's port here, which, yes, was really Japan's port. And so they don't have a port. Either turn that into a port, or they had, I believe, a port up here. Would be good. So, maybe we should build some more cavalry equipment. That would be useful. I don't know if they're having real trouble making these, but we're making them easy enough. We're making higher levels, so we'll get rid of this older stuff. No, not very heavily invested, but we're sending some equipment that hopefully will be useful. Oh, let's see, we have some old aircraft that we could send. Yeah, let's send 10 of those a month. Manchukuo and Manchukuo. Yeah, the Soviet. Okay, the Soviets accept the German-Soviet treaty. Like I was saying, even before Hitler came to power, Germany was banned from having any aircraft, for the military aircraft and any tanks and things like this. So the Soviet Union secretly allowed Germany to come in and test some of these models somewhere in the Soviet Union. And so they were doing a lot of that stuff, and that's sort of what that treaty represents, a continuation. And Hitler did continue it. For all of his continuing rhetoric,
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Anti-Soviet rhetoric, they were continuing these secret things. So this sort of is why
Angetreten.
Stalin signed the Ribbentrop-Molotov Pact and other things, he thought, to some degree, he wasn't entirely naive. He wasn't Chamberlain, but he thought that Hitler's talk was big talk, and his real let's build a few of these and start seeing going. What's the point? They built pretty quick. He thought he was more of a practical person, and this is some of the mistakes that have been made, are made, and you know, yeah, I'll bring modern politics in. Some of you don't like it, but Obama signed the Iran nuclear deal. That Iran will stop doing certain nuclear stuff to make nuclear weapons because Iran only wants peaceful nuclear power. A nation that is broke because it can't trade with the world very much and has plenty of free power, relatively speaking, much cheaper power at least, from oil, that they've got to do this nuclear stuff. Anybody who believes that the only reason Iran, and the nuclear program was started under the Shah of Iran for military reasons, and some of his supporters got out, we were doing it for military reasons once, the Iranian Revolution happened. So if you really believe that it's only, now I'm not saying that if they get the nukes, they're going to nuke the world, or they're going to nuke Iran or Israel, that they just may want to have a don't invade us weaponry system. If you invade us conventionally, we will nuke Israel or something. They may be rational about it, but anybody who doesn't believe Iran wants or is pursuing nuclear power to get a nuclear weapon is foolish and should not be involved in the international or in any political opinion. Now, I'm sure the Obama administration knows that they want it for nuclear weapons. What they think they've done is slow down research and development for nuclear weapons by having the nuclear deal. Now, the question is if you believe most national governments are rational and will do the smart thing or the reasonably smart thing, then you're going to go, hey, well, if we slow them down for 10 or 20 years, and then there may be another counter-revolution, and then it'll be an okay Iranian government, it's not so wacky and hardline, and so we slow it down, it may all work itself out, and so we don't need to have a big war over this. And they're really not planning on, even though the Supreme Ayatollah comes up and we're going to death to Israel, death to America, death to the West, death to all these people. You don't really mean it. That's just to keep the dissatisfied people in Iran worked up. Well, that's what a lot of people thought about Hitler. Now, I'm not saying I know the Ayatollahs. Well, I know they want to nuke Israel. I know they want to. Now, I'm not saying they will nuke Israel, but I know in their mindset they want to nuke Israel. Now, they may go, oh, if we nuke Israel, Israel will nuke us, or the U.S. will nuke us, so we won't do it. But we know they want to nuke Israel. At least I do. Whether they are crazy enough, shall we say, to start throwing nuclear weapons around just for the hell of it, I don't know. And so, how rational do you really think the mullahs are? Are they saying this just to keep the people in line, or are they saying this, the people that are having low standards of living compared to when the Shah was in power are, under international sanctions and all kinds of draconian government laws? Are they just saying it to keep the people in revved up, or do they really mean it? We won't know until history unfolds. I'm sure of that. We won't know until history unfolds. Now, because I study history, and we were talking about Hitler's radical rhetoric against The communism, do we take Hitler at his word? Yes, because he showed us. So this makes me very less likely to take other countries at their word and go, they're just a lot of talk. Let's go with Gurn. Well, now that we have our treaty with Iran, the Soviet Union, 178 days. Let's jump ahead to this model of just research that ahead of time. Okay, well, not sure. Let's see. Even until 39 there as well. Yeah, let's get the Panzer IV under there. And researched as well. Okay, what are we not? Oh, I guess we're producing it now. Outdated equipment. Okay. Well, these are cheap, and we're giving a few of those away. Do we have better ones in production or not? No. Let's convert this over to HE and interwar AA and basic mortar teams. Okay. Now, I'm also going to do some early sonar development here. I want to be able to deal with enemy subs. And, well, let's improve our infantry equipment here a little bit. France and Britain announced an alliance, though of course it wasn't between Churchill and de Gaulle. Chamberlain, of course, is the Prime Minister, and was it still Daladier at this time? I don't keep track of all the French governments. They were shifting around, reforming at this time. A bit confusing. Okay, Luftwaffe expansion. Okay, rocketry. What do we need to get to that? Oh, 1940 industrial base. Okay, well I thought, well, damn, it's gonna take a while. Okay, well, it's gonna take a while. Medium tank research, Molotov Ribbentrop back. I'm not ready for that yet. I think we're going to start demanding the Sudeten. Write it about the historical time. Okay, we're powering through those pretty quick. Got a lot of those. Some uniforms, munitions factory. There's another munitions factory. And some aircraft production factories. Okay, as we've talked about before, the Ascari pensions. Notice it's a lot less than before. So, and now that we've gone down the path, we're paying this. Okay, we've got computing machines, so that's good to boost all of our research. I want to get to here to make synthetic rubber plants. I'm just used to clicking some of these to see what. Let's do long-range subs. That'll be useful. Okay, well, we're going to end the episode here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. I do appreciate that. And of course, please tell your friends about this channel. And I do want to hear from you. So see you next time for more Hearts of Iron.